Click, click, boom. What's going on, faithful? It's your boy Mike from Nothing But Niners Crew. Guys, we are here. It is midnight on the East Coast. Let's go, baby. We are here for 15 minutes of fame, man. It's midnight March Madness at midnight, man. We are ready to rock and roll. Hope you guys got some good questions loaded up in there. We are going to go ahead and get right to it. Shout out to all the viewers out there, man. Y'all see the Birdman hand rub going on, man. I like that. I like that a lot, baby. Let's go. All right, come on. Let's zoom out a little bit. Here we go. All right, let's rock and roll, man. Happy March Madness to you too, man. Vernon says the 49ers special teams was much improved, but in the biggest game of the year, they fell apart, and the game was over after the Shaheed touchdown return. What's your feelings about this? Man, listen, I think that the bar was so low that we were really, really excited about the 49ers special teams. And you were right. They were very much improved, but there's so much more that they can do better. But the other thing we got to remember is that we were down so many different linebackers that were now starting in the game with special teamers and things of that nature. So there was a lot going on that contributed to how bad we were on special teams. So I want us to keep that in mind when we're trying to analyze everything that was going on with this team. Not as bad as it was, but also not as good as it could have been. All right. Here we go. I don't know if there was like a little power outage or something. I don't know if I blipped out there, but the team wasn't as bad as what it looked like it was. But there's still a lot that we can improve on. Definitely a lot we can improve on. Favorite pizza order? All right, this is a good question. There was this place out here called La Villa, and they do this Jersey style. Jersey has the best pizza on the planet, and I'm not just saying that. Like the little mom and pop shops. I'm not talking about like your Pizza Huts and Domino's and things like that. So I get this thing called a tomato pie. It's extremely thin, and it comes in a circle or a square. I get the square, and I get onions and sausage on top of it. That's it, man. Bad breath. Oh, man, but it's so good. Very, very light cheese on it. It's like got globs of tomatoes and chunks of mozzarella cheese instead of it being like a whole pizza. It's really, really good, man. Oh, now I think I'm going to have to get that someday for lunch. Hope the 49ers go to the Super Bowl. Me too. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Top 5 movies. Oh, okay. Here we go, Ben. Here we go. Top 5 movies. I'm going to go with, in no particular order, 300, Law Abiding Citizen, The Patriot, Bad Boys 1, and oh, man. Oh, I hate narrowing it down just 5, man. There's so many good ones. I don't want to go Green Mile. Nah, I don't want to go Green Mile. Green Mile is a really good one. I don't want to go Shawshank. I'm not into all those gangster movies and all that stuff, so that's not my thing. You know what? Role Models. I'm going to throw a really, really good comedy in here, Role Models. All right. Top 5 cartoons. Here we go. Not movie cartoons. We are talking about just cartoons, right? I'm going to go with Thundercats. I'm going to go with He-Man. I'm going to go with the Jetsons. I'm going to go with Tom and Jerry. And if I got to go with one more, oh, wait. Let me take the Jetsons out. I'm going to go with Gargoyles. And then I'm going to go with Batman, the animated series. Yeah. Those are going to be my top 5 cartoons. All right. Top 10 group, artists, or bands. Top 10. All right. So these are all my favorites, by the way. I don't think that these are the best of all time. So same for the movies, same for the cartoons. These are going to be my top 10 group, artists, or bands. Wow. So I'm going to go with DMX, Tupac, Joe Budden, Rakim, Big Pun. All right, let me get out of hip hop. That's a lot of hip hop. Wow, a lot of hip hop. Boys the Men. Tamia. I just love that woman's voice. I love her voice. Yolanda Adams. Creed and Evanescence. Shout out to Maroon 5. They're honorable mention. They're in there too. All right. Damn, I should have put Bruno Mars in there. That's all right. All right. Anyway, let me see here. Thank you very much. All right. He says here, please read but I want to take this time to thank you for everything during the season, especially the passion you bring with screaming, cursing. Thank you for sharing my family moments with. No problem, man. Thank you very much. Top 3 49er Super Bowl wins. Oh man, I'll be honest with you, man. I wasn't really old enough to appreciate any of them. You gotta like the beaten. You gotta like the Jesus, man. The Broncos one. You gotta like that. You gotta like the Chargers one. And the Bengals one. Those are the most famous ones to me. So, and again, I've only ever gone back and rewatched them. I never got a chance to watch them because nobody in my house was into football like that if their team wasn't on TV. So, I got to see the Niners in the postseason if they were playing against the Cowboys or the Giants. All right. Oh, there was more to that, and being the realist and being there as one of my all-time friends. Here's to many years of the channel to grow and to continue to stay blessed and honored to take victory shots with you. Let's go, my man. That's what I'm talking about, man. Round of applause. It's a beautiful message there. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. All right, let's keep this thing going here, man. Click that button, Seahawks. Want your dreams. What's going on, Dan? All right, let me see here. These are not to me. They are having their own conversation. This is all before the show started, by the way. All right, let me see. Let me keep scrolling. They're still talking. Facts to Dan. Here we go. Mike, I think the league hates Niner fans and the players. I hate the travel schedule to Australia and Mexico, screwing the fans of a game and Levi's and at SoFi. Keep the games here. What are your thoughts? So I don't mind the international stuff. I think that they kept us away from it for a lot of years, and we are one of the premier teams in the NFL, right? They've been sending people all over the place, and the Niners have kind of dodged it. The one game in Mexico a couple of years ago, and they had Fred Warner coming out. I'm not opposed to it. I don't like that there's 2 international games for a team this year. I don't like that the NFL is really showing that they just don't give a damn about the players or their health, right? Like, you have 2 international games and they refuse to add another bye week. They're adding games. They added a playoff game, a round of the playoffs, and they added a game to the regular schedule, and they refuse to add a bye week just to give these guys a little bit more rest. And here you are with 2 international games. Like, it's just insane to me. It's really, really crazy, man. So I don't really like it, but the NFL is going to do what it does. No one's going to stop watching enough to affect them. So what we're going to have to do if we want to take a stand as fans, as players, as owners, if we really, well, the owners don't care. They want the money. But if you want what's best for the league, we have to coordinate a strike, a very specific strike. I'm not talking about boycotting for a whole year. Pick 2 weeks back to back and nobody watch, post, tweet anything about NFL. That's how you make a difference. No one's going to commit to not doing the whole season, right? Players don't commit to it. We watched the special that they just had on the 49ers, right? The rise of the Niners and all that, right? It was a great show. Tom Brady hosted, but even during the strike, people were still going out there and playing, right? So players don't even unite, but the fans have to show, like, we're not going to let your advertisers get us for 2 weeks in a row. And then that'll make a difference, man. No, don't buy tickets. Don't go. Don't support it at all. You just got to, hold your feet in the ground. DJ Malone says, how are you and the family doing tonight, Mike? Everything is good, man. My wife was just kicking my ass in Boggle. So Netflix has like these games that you can play on Netflix. And so we sign in, and she legitimately beat me 10 games in a row in Boggle, man. I think it got up to 14. I won 1, and then she won like the next 3. But it is what it is, man. Everybody's got their strengths and weaknesses. I am the man at Pictionary, though. Those guessing games like that, Pictionary and Taboo and all that. But the Boggle stuff, man, I just don't see the words the way I need to sometimes, Sin, shout out to Sin, man. Thank you for joining. I know that she got to go, but she always makes it a point to say, Mike, it's past my bedtime, but I stopped in to say hello. I really appreciate that, Sin. Thank you very much. Let's see here. What's the draft day plan this year? Got my Warfighter cigars and buffalo wings. All right, so the draft this year, as always, try to get the hotel room, get the suite, the kids out there, man, get involved. It's going to be a lot of fun this year, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully I get my man Tony to come and join me for a couple of nights. You know what I mean? How we do, man. Set up the draft board, get the wings going, and just go live, man. I can't wait to do that with you guys and interact with you guys. That's where the fun really, really begins. All right. My man Ali is in the building, man. Mic check, mic check. He said, give me your current top 5 49ers on the roster right now. Ooh, man. All right. In no particular order. Trent Williams, George Kittle, Fred Warner, Brock Purdy, and Diamador Lenore. Boom. Light work. Where's my bomb at? Drop a bomb on him. Stay calm on him. Like and sub and PK. Yo, Dan is killing me right here, man. Joe Budden, you definitely from. Listen, man, I like the lyrics, man. I like that emotion, man. That when you hear Joe, you hear the conviction, addiction, that open emotion, devotion is different. Real talker, when he ain't have a pot to piss in, he ain't have a jar, not one rock to glisten. I'm giving them nonfiction. Kindness addiction. Y'all got the easy job. Just listen. Oh, all right, don't get me started, bro. Joe is a man, bro. He's put some stories out there, man. I absolutely love it. Here we go. You have to tell us the story of how you and Melissa, how you met wifey. So we met at work. I was working for the state in a different building. There was a governor who was elected named John Corzine, and he decided to get rid of my entire department. So I worked in the department. We had 8 floors in this building. It was New Jersey Commerce. And when he got rid of the departments, it was the weirdest thing, right? It was supposed to be like budget cuts and they were saving money, but that's not exactly what happened. Everybody kept their jobs and they just transferred a bunch of us to different departments all over the state. So they got rid of the Department of Commerce and Travel and Tourism and International and Urban Enterprise and all that international trade. Like they got rid of the departments. Maybe the department heads had to go, but all the employees, including myself, were still there. They transferred me to this different building. And then I met my wife there. I was down, and one of my buddies was in the mail room. She was pregnant and was planning a birthday party for my boy. So she needed my number. That's how she got my number. And then she went out for the pregnancy, and the party never happened. So that's how we met. Yeah, man. Dan says here, speaking of cartoons, you mentioned Batman. Did you ever watch the series in which Batman is older and retired and they have Terry McGinnis? Yeah, that came on the WB out here. I like that too. I remember he had the big King Corso in there. That was pretty dope. I like that one. But the one that I like the most is the one that was out before that one. That's the Batman series that I was talking about. But that was a good one too. I did like the Terry McGinnis joint. All right, here we go. Do you have the Devils jersey in your possession? Gotta keep watching, man. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. Gotta keep watching. That's all I'm gonna say. I can't wait for you to see it though. Did I just spoil it? All right, we're almost to the 15 minutes, man. This is a fun one, man. You guys got the questions going and everything, so I really, really like that. Keep it going, man. All right, here we go. Hey, Mike, how did you meet Breezy and Tony? All right, this is a good question. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Tony was a listener to the podcast before we started this. I believe. I know, I'm pretty sure Tony followed me. Tony and I followed each other back when I was doing 49ers Gab. And then I started a podcast in 2012 with 49ers Gab. And I believe that's where the Tony connection came from. With Breezy, when we did Nothing But Niners, he was one of our writers. And then we ended up bringing him on air. So that's how I met Breezy, Zach, Matt, all those guys, Ali, Eric Crocker. Like that's how we got all those guys in there. That's how we ended up meeting all those guys and hanging out. I didn't really know much about them before any of that stuff. So it was good to get to know those guys like that. I was a head down type of person. I wasn't really worried about, other other content creators or anything like that. And it's not because, I'm too good for them or anything like that. I hated the idea of letting someone else's thoughts enter my mind. I hated the idea of I got an opinion and I feel like I didn't form it on my own. I got it from somebody else. So I didn't listen to a lot of 49ers podcasts. There was one that I listened to. No, I'm lying. There were two. There were two I listened to. Oscar Aparicio, and I forget his partner's name. I forget the name of their podcast now. But they did a lot of stuff like on the technical side of things. Better Rivals. I think it was called the Better Rivals podcast. I did listen to them. And then I listened to one with oh man. I can't think of his name now. Trey Niner. Trey Niner and I believe Jamie. I listened to their podcast also. And then Trey Niner disappeared, and I don't think the Better Rivals podcast still exists. So, but listen, man, that's going to do it for tonight. This was a lot of fun, guys. If I didn't get to your questions, sorry, it was only a 15-minute show. I got to take my ass to bed. I got to get up early in the morning. So I love y'all, and I can't wait to do this again tomorrow, man. I'll see y'all then. Y'all be safe. Prepare for glory. Anticipate pain, but always remain faithful. All right? I'll see y'all soon. Love, peace, and chicken grease. We out.
We all gas, no brakes, pumped up, no fakes. We spinning, we winning, we high stakes. We never miss, we all makes. Look at us dudes trying to prove, bringing you news with nothing to lose. Mike, Nick, Tony, Wayne, Method Man, we bring the pain. Hey. See, I'ma confess it. We under the pressure. If you looking to find us, we them nothing but niners.